Be live again. I think we were down for a couple minutes. I was editing this video, and then mid-edit, I was like, you know what? This video is trash. So we got rid of it. And the internet will thank me for it, I think. But the internet won't thank me for probably some of these videos, unfortunately. But title of this video, there's going to be short, again, little speech here. But it is a simple truth, or what could be a simple truth. Not a lot of people, though, I think, are prepared and remain in a prepared state for whatever kind of situation comes to their circumstance. Like if apocalypse goes down right now, most people are fucked, you know? And I feel like I might stand a pretty good chance, you know? Now we definitely stay prepared for that. But anyways, the title, which I'll put on the screen right now, is called Fortune Favors the Prepared. And I believe this is the case, right? When it comes down to not only this live stream, but when it comes down to the rest of the uploads on this channel throughout the rest of the year, what's happening next year, there is a level of preparedness to it that I feel like, is something that fortune is slowly beginning in my eyes to favor in my way. And I think this is a simple aspect of it to kind of relate it to, because in a way I'm just talking about like prepared uploads, right? Like there's nothing really too extravagant about that. People have in the past prepared a bunch of uploads, and like these are common things to do to kind of plot out your future, right? Especially the future of your content, the future of the entertainment that you're providing. It's nothing new, and it does tend to be a story that is a little bit more thought out. So usually it has fortune favored in it, but it doesn't always work that way. And I think idea that I'm trying to get across here is that it's more than just making a bunch of songs, right? And it's more than just making a bunch of random random truths about a story that you're not prepared to follow up on. And I think when it comes down to a level of preparedness in this game, it's always a what are you doing next, right? And I think just because you make a bunch of records, you can actually tell by my channel's stats. Like, nobody gives a fuck, man. You could go and try to do every little trick in the book to get an extra stream or an extra play on your song, but it doesn't help people know who you are. And when it comes down to, fortune favoring the prepared, I think, we're not talking about prepared uploads only. We're talking about prepared movements, right? Prepared steps that uh, progress the story forward, right? And when the story is you, when you're the character, I think, that's what people want to see, right? They want to see, of course, a person behind the music. They want to have some type of, you know, some type of actual character, right? That's like on the planet with them, rather than just some type of like it's like AI music or some shit, right? Like I feel like these things probably won't sell as good as something like a real story, right? That is like based on some type of truth. And yeah, I'd say when it comes down to being prepared with movements, or the capability to make movements even, and to make moves on the chessboard, right? There are a lot of truths in setting up your chessboard to not like a lot of truths to like to defeat your opponent, right? There's setup involved in that when you actually play chess, and to be prepared for not only what comes your way, but prepared for what your next move is. And I think this is a game of moves. This is a game where moves matter. And I think I'm at a stage, right? When it comes to fortune favors the prepared, if overnight the audience 100x in size. So right now, apparently there's one person actually watching this. 100x in size. So there's 100 people watching me now, though. But like the moves I could be making to I guess like begin entertaining 100 people live, and like telling stories about like records like that go deep into my catalog, right? Is something that exists for me, right? But these are lame moves, right? Let's say the audience size 10,000x, 10,000 motherfuckers in my chat. The way I see it is a level of preparedness in the sense of what we can take the perspective to. And that kind of thought out is why like I'm 25 starting this, right? And I'm not 19 years old, 18 years old, 17 years old, beginning to spawn in just spawn in a live stream and then start making records 24/7, and kind of think that that's gonna be able to carry your momentum quickly. Because I guess the way that I see it when it comes to preparedness, and I guess I'm just in this VOD spilling beans, but the truth is, if something did break overnight, we are based on connection able to really change perspective, right? And really take the perspective to where it should be. And I think again, these are all steps. This is all a process. And it being some type of process where we also share how we're doing the process, and the truth of it is the case here. So hopefully somebody can maybe do things better. But as far as these things go, still things take time, and perspective on the reality of these things, I think, is exactly what all this stuff is. And as far as, yeah, there being a level of preparedness, and hopefully we'll see if fortune favors our preparedness, and if not, then I guess we lost, man. I don't know though if I'll have that kind of victory or that kind of speech in 5 to 10 years, but we'll see.